It's time for another daily dad joke. So what do lions wear when they exercise? Leotards. So, why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be called bagels. So, why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. So, I don't know exactly the correct name for a baby squid, but I have an inkling. So, what is a plumber's favorite pair of shoes? Clogs. So, I saw this baseball and was wondering why it was getting bigger, and then it hit me. So I had this guy in a wheelchair. He stole my camouflage jacket. I was so mad, I told him, "You can hide, but you can't run!" So what did the guy who lost his job at the rubber band factory say? Ah, snap! So what kind of coffee does a baby cow drink? Decaf. So, what is the name of Bruce Lee's vegan brother? Broccoli! So, I swallowed food coloring the other day. I'm okay, but I feel like I died inside. So, why can't you take tests in zoos? Because they have too many cheetahs. So, I told my wife the other day she needs to embrace her mistakes. Then she gave me a hug. So, there was a time I used to be a banker, but then I lost interest. So I went to an interview the other day, and the guy said, "We're looking for someone who's responsible." So I replied, "Then I'm your man." Because at my last job, anytime something went wrong, they always pointed at me and said, "He's responsible." So, what kind of jokes do you tell during quarantine? Inside jokes. Did you hear about the dog who gave birth to puppies on the side of the road? She got ticketed for littering. So last night, my friend's bakery burned down. Now his business is toast. So did you hear that Cinderella was terrible at soccer? I mean, it makes sense because her coach is a pumpkin and she's always running away from the ball. So why can't the T-Rex clap his hands? Because they're extinct. Duh. See? What'd you think I was gonna say? That arms are too short? That's messed up. So one time I went to a fancy dress competition dressed as a giraffe. And the crazy thing is I came in second. You know, I knew I wasn't gonna win, but at least I could hold my head up high. So what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. You know, the name Lance is actually very uncommon nowadays, but back in like medieval times, people were called Lance a lot. So, why was the stadium so cold? Because there were a lot of fans there. So what do you call somebody with no body and only a nose? Nobody knows. You know you should never ever fart in an Apple store because they don't have windows. You know, I used to be afraid of hurdles, but then I got over it. Thanos, Hulk, and Iron Man actually started a social media together. You know what it's called? Snapchat. You just been Daily Dad Joked.